What is up, you guys? It is Parker here with DecoExchange. Y'all, we've got another great tutorial out today, and I just wanted to remind you guys to subscribe to our channel, like the video down below, and at the very least, y'all, leave us a comment and let us know what you think. Hope you enjoy.
Hey everyone, Melly Mel here from Sincerely Creative Mom. Today we are going to make a real simple candy cane wreath. We're going to wrap it in this real simple but very pretty solid red. It's got a little shimmer on the edge, 2.5-inch ribbon, and then we're going to go ahead and make a bow with just a 1.5-inch ribbon. We're going to do it all by hand. We're going to use scissors, one pipe cleaner, and a little bit of glue. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to take the 2.5-inch. I'm going to start on the bottom. I'm going to unroll this a little bit just so that I have enough to get us started, okay? So then I'm going to take it and I'm going to wrap the bottom pretty good. You're going to use approximately 3.5 yards, okay? Approximately 3.5 yards. So what I'm doing here is I'm just wrapping it all the way around, leaving it so that half the ribbon is kind of hanging off the edge so that I can stuff it back in there, okay, when we're done. Okay, so I'm going to wrap that nice and tight. Every time I wrap around, I'm going to pull nice and tight. This time I'm going to go directly over it. Okay, give it a nice tight grip there. And now I'm going to start doing it on a diagonal. So I'm not going to go directly over. I'm going to go on a diagonal, okay? So I'm just going to leave my ribbon is going to stay in one spot, and I'm going to move my candy cane, okay? So I'm just going to keep flipping that. Now, I'm going to keep going, but I want my spacing to be, you see how the spacing is here? I want to keep that spacing as I go along, okay? I'm just going to keep wrapping, making sure I'm keeping it nice and tight every time I flip. And every time I'm not necessarily looking at the back to make sure, but when I come to the front, I want the front to make sure that we have about 2 fingers in between. And I'm just going to adjust it if I need it. Now, I like this solid because there isn't any pattern in it. I like the tinsel kind of glittery edges because it gives a little bit of shimmer all the way up. And you can see the, you know, like lines like a candy cane, right? Looks real festive. But you're not working against any pattern. So here, you're going to start adjusting, and I mean adjusting by like, instead of going like up through here like this, you're going to make sure that you kind of pull it over a little bit further, and so that you can wrap it so that it keeps that distance there. Okay, just going to keep wrapping. Now I'm going to keep going on this angle, okay? And when I start to get in this curve, it's going to get thinner there. We're going to do the best we can to make sure it evens out. Okay. Here, if I come straight up, you see how that's just one finger? I try my best to come back over, still keeping this as flat as possible. So far we haven't glued anything, no pipe cleaners, no anything. We're just winding. And see, because I started nice and tight, it hasn't loosened, right? Hasn't loosened. You could glue that to start once you know, before you get going on the winding, you could glue that first. I like to do them both at the same time. I'm going to do the same thing like I did at the bottom, and I'm going to leave a nice, let me make sure that's tight. I'm going to leave a nice distance here so that I can stuff it back in. And then really, I really am just wrapping the ribbon. Okay, I'm going to cut it off. Again, you're going to use about 3.5 yards total, at least I do, about 3.5 yards total. And I like to bring this through, bring it right in as tight as I can. Then I'm going to stuff that in here, right inside. Same thing on the bottom. Okay, and then I just like to give a little shot of glue in there. Just enough I want it to stay, and I want it to be noticeable. I want it to look real clean on that end. Now let's use a 1.5-inch ribbon. Got a little gold in it, that really nice plaid, a little black. gold and the emerald green. This will be perfect for a bow to spruce this up a little bit. So let's go with a 5-inch tail at first. Okay, so I have a 5-inch tail I'm going to pinch. Okay, now this side has this ribbon has a very distinct pretty side and a very distinct not so pretty side. Okay, we have the real pretty glitter, and then we have the not so pretty, it's just a faded pattern. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I'm always looking at the pretty side on the top. So I have a nice 5-inch tail here. I pinched. I'm gonna do a little loop. I'm gonna do about a 5-inch loop as well. Pinch. I'm gonna twist. Okay, and I have a pretty side. I'm gonna loop. I'm gonna look at it, just eyeball it, measure it, make sure it's about the same size as this other loop over here. And I'm going to pinch and twist so I can see the pretty. Okay, bring the loop up, measure it kind of, pinch. Okay, here we go again. I'm going to twist because I got to see the pretty side. Twist it right up in there. Twist it right up in there. Okay, another loop. I'm measuring. Okay, pinch, twist, loop. Okay, so we're going to do 3 loops in a tail on this layer. Okay, so I have 3 loops. Okay, I'm going to do my 3rd loop over here because I already have a tail. This is my 3rd loop. Okay, pinch, twist one more time. Okay, now I can cut because I have the 3 loops over here. Now, again, I have carpal tunnel, so we're gonna do bows my way. I need a break. My hands don't like me after about a layer. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold that for 1 second. Okay, 2 loops this time. So I had a 5.5. Okay, it's gonna be about a 4.5. Okay, tail, loop, twist, loop, measure, pinch, twist, loop, pinch, twist, loop, pinch, twist. Okay, now this is, I only want 2 loops and a tail on this layer. Now I'm going to add it right on top. I'm going to take this pipe cleaner off, take this right on top of this, nice and tight, keep it tight. I'm going to add my pipe cleaner back on so that I can give my hand a rest. So I'm going to do 1 tiny loop. That's going to be my center loop. Okay, so we have about a 4-inch tail. This is about a 3 1/4 inch loop. Then I'm going to pinch. So this is just going to be the center of my actual bow, okay? Okay, so 3 1/4. I'm going to twist to see pretty. I'm going to make it a little bigger than that. So it's going to be about a 4 again. No, about a 4-inch. Not again, sorry. Okay. Just a little bit bigger than that. Pinch. Twist. So I did 2 there. I'm going to do 1 here. I'm just going to do 2 tails. So I did 3 loops, 1 tail, 2 loops, 1 tail. Now I'm going to do 1 loop, 1 tail, and a center, even though both tails are on one side. So I'm going to take off my pipe cleaner one more time, add it right to the top. So I'm going to put it on nice and tight. Before I pull out this bow, I'm just going to snip the ends. You guys, I'm just folding on the edge. I'm folding it, and I'm cutting on the edge up towards the outside. Okay, so it makes this cute little V here. Okay. So now that I have them all cut, I'm just going to spread them out. Okay, taking those tails. The layers rather, and spreading them apart. Sometimes I have to hold on to the center of the bow just so that it moves where I want it to go. So the next layer, I'm moving that tail to the other side. So the first layer I had the tail come over here. the next layer, I had the tail come over here. Okay, that's one side of our bow. And I'm going to take the other side. Moving those, you be confident that you kept that pipe cleaner nice and tight, and you can move those loops and tails around where you see they are needed. Isn't that so pretty? So I'm going to take that pipe cleaner, so I'm going to go on the side here, twist, 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 twist. I'm going to take that extra and just fold it in here, just like that. So this is just a Greenery pick. I'm going to add a little tiny bit of glue here. I'm going to lift that up and put that right in. So this is just going to bring your real simple design a little bit of life. Okay? Put that right into the bow. So I'm making sure I get it right where the entire bow comes together. So it's you know, lots of ribbons there for it to catch on. Super duper cute. There you go. Again, it is Melly Mel here from Sincerely Creative Mom. Also, Coach Mel inside the Creative Coaching Group with Damon Oates and Coach Fancy. We are happy to have you. You can find us there at creativecoachmel.com. You guys, simple, easy, candy cane. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget we used a scissors, a little bit of glue, a 2.5 inch, a 1.5 inch, one pipe cleaner, and a little bit of this Greenery. Voila, we have a beautiful design. Thank you for joining. Have a great day.